Okay, so I'm going to go over 19 types of funnels. The first one is what we call an OOO funnel, sometimes called an ATM funnel. OOO stands for opt-in, offer, and one-click upsell. ATM either stands for ascending transaction model or attention trust monetization. The idea is that we drive traffic to an opt-in. They opt in for a lead magnet of some kind. Doesn't really matter what it is, but the idea is we help them do something specific and offer. And then instead of redirecting them to the lead magnet or just giving some generic kind of confirmation page, we take them to an offer where we basically say, hey, would you like to buy this product that will help you do the same thing that the lead magnet does, but faster and easier? And it's anywhere from like $9 up to $99, maybe. I have seen $100 convert. And then if they buy that, we then give them the chance to buy something else where we attempt to 5 to 10x the amount of revenue they've spent, a high to mid ticket product. And again, we try to have them spend more money. So that's our first type of funnel. Second type of funnel, this is called an SLO funnel, also called a self liquidating offer funnel. The idea is if we know we're going to spend $100 on ads and we think we're going to get 1,000 clicks for that ad spend, and roughly 60% of those clicks will turn into leads. So we have roughly 600 people opting in and becoming a lead. That means we've spent $100 per 600 leads. We want to make sure that the low ticket sale covers the cost of the ad. So we need to basically make $100 for every 600 people who join, which is what, $1.80 or something like that. Then that's one way of doing it, is by making sure you cover the cost of the ad with the offer. A second way to do it is after they buy, say to them, would you like a 100% a cut, an affiliate cut of selling this product? So if they drive traffic to this offer, we know that we're going to pay them 100%. So let's say we pay $27 for like a free for a low ticket course or something. If they get one of their friends to buy, we will give them $27, but it means that we've acquired a customer for free and we haven't had to pay anything. So that's an SL. Third type of offer is called a book funnel. This is one of my favorite types. This personally has netted me hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. The idea is we write a book aimed at a specific market with a specific offer. And inside the book, we regularly give worksheets, courses, and help in order to try and get them to convert. So inside the book, we have a bunch of different opt-in forms. Pro tip, if you just put all your worksheets under one opt-in, you can put them all inside a Google Doc and get people to do worksheets all the way through the book. And you just use one opt-in page for all of them and you give them a workbook. And then similar to the OOO or the SLO funnel, we then say, hey, after you've opted in, we can offer you a sale and get them to buy something else. Or if you're really smart, you can get them to book a call. The fourth type of funnel is what we call a sideways sales letter. This is basically a really long form piece of content that could stretch anywhere between 5,000 to 20,000 words. And that's just a rough estimate. The idea is that the number of people who read this and who go through each kind of sales letter part will rapidly drop down, but they will more likely to be qualified the further through they go. So you basically introduce the problem in letter one, and then they click a button to read page two, three, and so on. And by the time they reach the fourth page, they've already decided whether they want to purchase. So we make an offer at that stage and we get them to buy. I really like these. They have a very high qualification rate. You can sell kind of mid-ticket products to a lot of people who basically read 4 blog posts one after the other with a link at the bottom to the next page. And by the time they reach the fourth or fifth page, they're having an offer made to them. Number 5 is what we call a waterfall funnel, and I'll show you why. Basically, we create some Facebook ads and we create a post, a video, or some content that's quite specific and talks about a very specific topic, but we target everyone. So when you're selecting people inside Facebook Ads Manager, you don't say, I want to specifically target this type of person and this age range and this demographic. You target everyone. And the idea is that only people who are qualified will want to either comment, view, or like. We then create a second ad that only targets people who have engaged. And this particular one is usually a video. And then we will say, only people who have watched at least, I don't know, 10 to 30 seconds of the video, then we will target those viewers with some kind of offer. In my opinion, using a product works best for this offer. You can do it with lead magnets, but this is going to have obviously a slight cost to it. So you might as well try and make it up on the back end. So this is now a water funnel ad. A reverse squeeze funnel is essentially your regular triple O funnel. However, instead of just telling people what it is, you actually give them a video with part one of the lead magnet or training up front. And you're essentially setting up that they will need to put in an opt in to get part two. So if you're solving a particular problem, you might set up the problem in part one and talk about how there's a solution, give a little bit of value, and then say to people, if you want part two for free, go ahead, click this button, opt in, and then we'll send you part two. And if you're really, really smart, you'll send them that part in an email. But this part will either, again, book a call or make some kind of sales offer. What are you on now? Number 7. This is a webinar funnel. Everyone says webinars are dead, but they've been saying that for the past 15, 20 years. So I don't know when they're going to die. It's a really simple process. You simply say to people, on this time, at this particular date, we're going to be running a webinar and some free training where we're going to be showing you how to solve a particular problem. You get them to sign up, they get some kind of confirmation page, and then you send them reminders and emails telling them that the webinar is now live. There's lots of software you can use to do something called Evergreen, which is essentially where you record the webinar. It acts like it's live, but it says, oh, it's in every hour, every 15 minutes. Or my personal favorite is actually to do it live and treat it like a little bit of an event. And then we have something called the webinar that doesn't matter. So this is actually one of my favorite types of lead magnets to produce, especially if you're producing an evergreen webinar. And what you do is kind of like an OOO funnel. You get people to sign up, and maybe it is a live event that's running on a specific date, or maybe it is evergreen. But either way, the confirmation page actually is a low ticket offer and says, why don't we just skip the webinar? Why don't we skip the reminders and get the good stuff right now? And either using a VSL or another sales page, give them a low ticket offer. You could even get them to buy the core product that is actually on the webinar there and then. Or my favorite thing that just used to fill up my calendar with leads is get them to book a call there and then and say, hey, rather than going through this on the webinar, why don't you and I jump on a call one on one and see if we can solve a problem within 10 minutes? This is what we call a book a call funnel. Now, this literally is exactly what it says on the tin. We have some kind of offer where the offer is a call. It's one on one, and we say in 10 minutes, we can help you solve a problem. The key to this is not just having an offer page that allows people to book a call. You need to have this middle section here where you qualify them. And this is where you ask them the right questions. You say, how much are you turning over? What kind of revenue are you making? What's the biggest problem you've got? You essentially go through BANTS, BANTS, budget, authority, need, timescale, and suppliers. And if they pass that qualification, then you can get them to book. Now, software like High Level, full disclosure, I am an affiliate. So if you do buy using my links, you will not pay anymore, but I'll get a kickback. So I need to make sure that everybody knows that. High Level has all this stuff kind of built into it, but loads of software does. If you don't have this capability, you're still able to qualify them, get that to send you an email. And if they book a call and you realize they're not for you, you can always say, cancel the email and say, look, we're booked up. I'm not going to be able to help you. But this is a really good way to book a call and make sure that your lead qualification rate is much higher. This is what we call a hub and spoke funnel. This is really popular online. If we use YouTube as an example, you basically create one core video that is essentially a sales letter. It still comes across as, a piece of content like this, but when you create other pieces of content, every week or every few weeks or whatever, you at the end refer back to this model. So let's say you're solving a problem and your core offer is helping people lose 5 kilos within 90 days. Your first video over here, something that is broader and more likely to be seen, might be something generic like how to lose weight. And you say at the end of that video, if you liked that, you might like this other video where I talk through specifically how to lose 5 kilos of body weight within 90 days. Go ahead and click this video. And the idea is you produce a series of videos that all lead back to one core video on YouTube. And then that video itself has a call to action to either book a call, or buy a product. This is a challenge funnel. Hub and spokes are really, really good for building audience over time. But in my opinion, challenge funnels, they're a lot of work, but they can work extremely well. All we do is we get people to opt in for free and we say, we're going to help you solve a specific problem within a week or 7 days or 10 days or something like that. And when they sign up, they're given an activity or a challenge every day for 7 days. You can do it for as many or as short as you periods you want. Ones that do really, really well, by the way, have a community built around the outside where you will get everyone who is a part of the challenge to have a conversation with each other. And then at the end of the challenge, you make a sale and you make an offer saying, hey, if you really, really like that or that was useful, why not go ahead and check out this product that's going to be able to help you do the same. A community funnel essentially is building a second list. Now, while everyone knows you should be building an email list, your community acts a bit like a second list where you're still going to create content on YouTube and social media through ads, your email marketing, but you're going to say to people, hey, we run this free community specifically for people like you. And in that, we do, a free training. We've got resources. You'll be able to connect with other people inside the niche. And the idea is you're basically building a small group. If anyone's inside a Facebook group, you'll know this model. And you basically try to move people into a paid community by putting content exclusively inside the free community and saying, hey, by the way, if you want to work with us closer or get access to the good stuff, why not become a part of our paid community? You actually don't have to do the paid community part, but you'll find a lot of people, if they use something like communities or circle.so or school or something like that, they'll have a free version and a paid version running side by side. A social following funnel, also called an influencer funnel, is a really simple model, but the amount of people who have an influence and have audience but have no idea how to monetize it is absolutely insane to me. The idea is that you are followed by a bunch of people because the content you produce is specific to them. You're essentially giving them free content, free value based on the problems or the lifestyle that they want to lead or the problems they have or the solutions that they want. And what you do is every once in a while, every I don't know, 5 to 10 posts, you say, would you like to work with me? And you say something specific like, I'm going to help the next 10 people who comment on this post lose 5 kilos within 90 days. Or if you're a new parent and you want to get your sleep schedule back on track, let me know. And you ask people to comment. And those that do comment, you then have a conversation with inside their DMs. So you're not cold DMing people. This is they have commented on your post and you then have a conversation with them. And that then leads to either booking a call or another one I really like is I say, I've got this free training video that talks about, how to raise $100,000 in capital. If you're interested, let me know. People say, yes, that's me. They comment saying, I'm interested. We go, great, have a conversation with the DIMs and then send them a link to that lead magnet. Free plus shipping models have been working for ages. They're not that dissimilar to an SLL model. The idea is we use ads, social, content, email, search to basically say to people, hey, we will give you a free, pocket knife. That's what this is, by the way. We will give you a free book or something along those lines. You just have to pay for shipping. The key is twofold. First of all, you need to make sure that the product and the shipping are at least paid for by the price. So if you can get knives made and shipped for $4, you're golden. In an ideal world, you want it to try and pay for the traffic, but sometimes you can't do that because traffic is becoming so expensive. So what you do after they buy, they come to a one-click upsell option where you say, hey, if you liked that fishing reel that you essentially got for free, you just paid for the shipping, why not get the whole fishing rod and a bunch of lures for, again, roughly 5 to 10x the value? And ideally, that should be your profit and paying for the cost of traffic from the one-click upsell. The key is that you're capturing their credit card information in their browser for the next 15 minutes or so we can do a one-click upsell. This is a product launch funnel really popularized by Jeff Walker. The idea is that similar to a sideways sales letter, it's actually using videos. So you give people a reverse squeeze page at the front. Doesn't have to be, but I found these work really, really well. You get people to opt in, and then the next day or after 24 hours, they get access to part two. You can test it whereby they immediately go through to an offer or to book a call. But either way, it takes another day or so to get part two. Some people like to give part two immediately and then say part three comes after 24 hours. I wouldn't worry about the specifics of it too much. Just test it. The idea is by part three, you've already outlined what the offer is and you get a bunch of testimonials. And that means by day four, you're making the offer. Again, if you want to turbocharge this, make sure you've got a community so that everyone who becomes a part of it signs into a free, high level community or a Facebook group or something. So a bit like a challenge funnel, everyone's kind of going through these pieces together. And that means that when the offer comes out, they've already made a few connections and they'll feel they're missing out if they don't get to buy it. An unlock all funnel is one of my favorite ways to make money. This was taught to me by Natalie Lucier. Basically, you make a sale, you get people to sign up, and they buy something like a course. And let's say it's a drip content course where over one course video per week is launched. You could make an offer to them to say, look, we will be giving you this over a period of 3 months or 90 days or whatever it is. Why don't you pay a little bit of money and we will actually unlock all of this so that you can get access to it? What SaaS users are doing is they're getting people to sign up. They're getting them to pay, the low ticket version of it. And if they want to get access to all the other features, so feature two and three, they give them access to it for 30 days on that price. But they say, if you actually want to get all of these features and unlocked, what you need to do is pay $497. This is an extremely profitable way of turning SaaS signups into profitable SaaS signups. Partnership funnel, also sometimes called a JV funnel. This is where you take your list and your audience and you promote their product, or you take their list and you promote your product, and you do anything from a 30 to 60% split. I personally like to give 100% whenever I do a JV model. Sounds insane, but typically if I'm doing a $27 product, I will gladly pay $27 per customer because I know I'm going to upsell to them later on. Or a really good way of turbocharging this is by creating a bundle and putting your product and their product into the bundle, promoting both to their list, splitting it. Whoever makes sales makes sales. And it's a really good way to start trading customers and getting people to cross sell and cross buy. A downsell funnel is kind of like a little marketing hack that you can put onto triple O funnels. It works on SLO funnels. It works on loads of different funnels. The idea is after they've made some kind of opt in or you take them through to an offer, you say to them, hey, do you want to buy this $27 product? If they say no, you go, I completely understand, not a problem. And you literally just have a link or a button on the page that says something like, no, thank you. Please just take me to the sign up or the lead magnet that I bought. And you take them through to another page that goes, here's your lead magnet. However, we would actually like to offer you a slightly pared down version that might be helpful. Instead of the training, the resources, and the templates, it's just the template. Or if they go through to the upsell page and you say to them, hey, okay, here's your login information. Thanks very much for buying. We also have another product here. If they say again, no, thank you, I'm not interested, take them through and say, okay, great. Rather than a 90-day program where we'll work alongside you, how about a 35-day program for less than 1/3 of the price, but we'll still work alongside you. So even though that price point wasn't right for them, you can downsell to them. And finally, this is my favorite type of funnel. If you want to know more about this, I'll put a link in the description down below of how I ran this. This was an entire funnel that literally generates me hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, and it doesn't even have a sales page. What I do is I come up with a really compelling offer along the lines of I'm going to help 10 people launch a $2,000 course without having to build millions of slides. If you're interested, let me know. And when people say, yes, that's me, either via email or social media, via commenting or literally hitting reply, I will then send them a Google Doc with an onboarding process where I'll talk through everything. It's essentially a sales letter. And then if they're interested, I ask them to hit reply and say something like, I'm in. And I go, great. And I send them a link to a checkout page. Or sometimes I'll tell them to book a call and I'll close them on the call. If this sounds useful to you and you want to know more about the most powerful funnels that you could ever possibly build, I want you to go ahead and watch this video here that talks about the most valuable funnel video you will ever watch. It's got over 10,000 hours of my experience. So go ahead and click that video here.